Records are made to be broken. Dodgers treat fourth game of the World Series pretty much like a fourth down in the NFL and punt. And we have the Dave Roberts quote of the day. It is Dodgers Digest. Let's get right down to it. Records are made to be broken. And we'll get into the entire game. But, wow, Freddie Freeman. What can you say about Freddie Freeman and what he has meant to these Dodgers this year? Unbelievable. I mean, going into the playoffs in the postseason, he wasn't having the best numbers, but he's really put down the numbers, and he's been breaking records like like the Beatles in the 60s. That's kind of records the dude's breaking. Let's get into it and what he has meant to the Dodgers and what he has done so far for the Fred dog. All right, he's been crushing it. He continues to do it, and that's it. Freddie Freeman became the first player in history to homer in 6 consecutive World Series games. You're like, Brad J, wait, there's only been 4. Hold it now. Dating back to his trip at the Fall Classic when he was with the Braves back in 2021, he's homered in every single game of the 24 World Series, including the potentially series-defining walk-off grand slam in Game 1. Potentially series-defining? I'll take it a step further, MLB. It is a series-defining, and that will be what we define the series with. So, first player in history to homer 6 consecutive World Series. Wow. And he's got another opportunity to make it 7. So that right there, just think about that. It's the postseason, it's the World Series, and it's not some scrub pitcher that's up there. You know, you're going against somebody who's the best at what he does. So to be able to do that, and not just one game, not 2, 3, 4, 5, but 6 consecutive World Series home runs for Freddie Freeman. Freddie definitely ready. That's just absolutely mind-boggling, okay? But it gets better than that. First to homer in the first 4 games of the Fall Classic, okay? So he's the first to do that too. So the first player in World Series history to homer in 6 consecutive games. The first player to homer in 4 games, consecutive 4 games in the World Series. Now, George Springer, he's homered in 4 straight games with the single World Series, having done so in games 4 to 7 in 2017. But Freeman is the first to do it in the first 4 games. Like he did in the first 4 games. And what does Freeman say about it? Well, why is he crushing it? He goes, I guess I'm seeing the ball very well. Freeman said after his home run on Monday night, obviously not missing mistakes. And the home run he hit last night, the 2-run dinger in the first inning, that right there was not in the same location the other 3 home runs that he hit. So where are you going to pitch him? He's going to keep finding ways to knock that right out of the park. All right. So that's not all. So first player World Series history to homer in 6 consecutive games. First to do it in 4 games in all consecutive. And then it gets better. Here we go. With the home run, Freeman is now hitting .385 in 4 games in the World Series. This absurd is definitely a good term for that. 1.891 OPS. Are you freaking kidding me? 9 RBIs is the series set franchise record by passing 2 Dodger greats, too. Duke Snider, 52, and Gil Hodges in 56. And look how long those records had stood until Fred Dog unleashed it. So there we go. We have never seen this before. Freddie breaking multiple records. What a show. And now you're like, okay, you got Game 5 tonight. You know you're pulling for him to hit another one, right? You know you're pulling for him to hit another one. Because if he could just hit one more, that would really go down in history. But the guy that needs to step up is Shohei Ohtani. Look, Shohei has been so solid through all the postseason until the World Series. And I know the shoulder. I'm not harshing on the shoulder. Okay? Don't get me wrong. But Shohei has got to step up. Definitely. Dodgers treat 4th game like 4th down and punt. Were you concerned about the game? Were you upset about the game? And you shouldn't be. He shouldn't be at all. There's the lineup right there. Those are the guys that pitched last night. I like what he did. Notice how it's not the high leverage guys in there. So it was a punt. It was basically he kept it close. The guys kept it close until, obviously Hudson giving up 4 earned runs. That wasn't good. Honeywell giving up 5 earned runs. That didn't help the cause. But you notice the guys that aren't in there are the high leverage guys. So he was mailing it in. And you know what? Honestly, I think that is an absolutely great bit of managing. And you can agree or you could disagree. Let me hear it in your comments below. Did Roberts make the right decision last night? I have to agree 100%. At some part, look, you have so many more games. You need to take care of business. And that brings us also to the Roberts quote of the day. What did Roberts have to say? Let's hear what his story is. Roberts quote of the day. I don't think anyone expected the Yankees to lay down. We knew it was a bullpen game. As far as the outcomes, to have 6 pitchers that are feeling good, rested, I feel good about that. And being up 3-1. Dave Roberts, Doc, laying down some facts right there. Whether you agree with Doc, there's a lot of people who don't agree with Doc in his calls, but I think that was a great management call because he's going to need the guys. The high leverage guys to step up. All right, so tonight's matchup, you know who we got. There we go. It's Cole back on the mound. Their ace. And I said it yesterday. I go, if we lose game 4, it's going to be tough to beat game 5 because their ace is on the mound. Now, yes, we beat them in game 1 with Cole on the mound, but that was Cole when he wasn't on the mound when Freddie hit that grand slam home run, the walk-off slam in the 10th. So that's it right there. But how did the pitching line go? And here's where stay with me. I really want to show you how to make sense of this whole thing right now. Okay, here's the pitching line from game 1 that the Dodgers won with the grand slam from Freddie in the end. Look what Flaherty gave us. 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, okay? Not so bad. We can deal with that. These guys can hit. Giving up 2 earned runs, not a big deal in 5 innings as long as you can hit. But look at the high leverage guys who did not pitch yesterday. These guys did not pitch yesterday. Why? Because he's saving them. That was a great bit of management work right there on Dave Roberts because Banda's there, Gratterall's there, Vessia's there, Kopech's there, and China's there. They're all ready to go for tonight to cinch things down. And if not tonight, then it's going to be another night away back at Dodger Stadium. So that right there, I like it. He saved his high leverage guys, and he did it for the game tonight. So you can say what you want with Roberts, that he should have done this, he should have done that, all this and more. But when it all comes down to it, that's a great management call. And if the Dodgers clinch it and win the World Series tonight, you'll be like, yeah, that was a really good call. So you got those pitchers. They're ready to go. And so are we. All right. Game 5, that is going on. Make sure you tune on into that. That is going to be on Fox. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button right here, Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson and myself always putting out that fresh content. Always. And remember, before tonight's game and every day, think blue.